matchups with Kazuya. How have you seen matchups against him? What are some like really good matchups? What are some kind of bad matchups in terms of people thinking about mains, alts, stuff like that?
This is the one part I'm really reluctant to say. I do feel a little reluctant to be like, oh, this particular matchup is good or bad, just because the amount of data we have is so incredibly low. But I will say that the reasons behind it, such as recovery or being able to outspace him, those are the traits of what is going to end up mattering in the long run. Because if your character fights super up close and you can't actually space him out, you're going to have to deal with his invincible move, like amazingly good up close moves the whole time, and you don't want to deal with that. You want to be able to projectile camp. Well, that's the thing. You would say something like projectile camp him, but then he has this reflector that can reflect projectiles at 2.5 times their original power. So is that even that safe? I would say if it's a small projectile, it's not a big deal. But like Samus doing charge shot, just dying at 0 is always that risk. But if it's like something like a wolf laser, for example, reflecting that 2.5 times damage, that's not going to kill you anyway. So you don't really have to care. You can just mix up your spacing, lasers and stuff, and the risk reward is pretty decent for you. But if it's a really strong projectile, it's a lot more dangerous by comparison. I think a guy is like, his name is Axiom, Axiom XL, I believe. And he got second at a recent turn. He even defeated Mars, who was the winner of Genesis.
Oh, wow.
So Mars was like the last champion just before COVID happened. And he got second at turn. He lost to Lights Fox, but he defeated Mars' Zero Suit Samus. I think it was a 3-1 set victory. And that's a very huge victory. And he did it with his Kazuya against Zero Suit Samus. And the interesting thing is, I think Zero Suit Samus is, in theory, a character who should be winning, because you could just camp and stay away. Like, Zero Suit's really good at staying away from you. She has her side B and her grabs and her nair. She can just jump backwards and stay spaced. And when Kazuya gets her cornered, she should be able to double jump and down B away. Despite this, you would think Zero Suit would have the advantage. Yet the best Zero Suit just lost. So it's like, what's going to happen? Did Mars play it wrong? Was he just outplayed that set? Am I wrong about my theory? That's what I'm saying. It's like, I would think in theory Zero Suit win, but the most recent set showed him losing.